Hey everyone, I'm excited for today. It is dumpster day. From now on, I will be Dumpster Derek. And our goal is to fill it up as much as we can. I'll throw in some shots for that. And after that, we want to make a copper pile and an aluminum pile. We've already taken a couple of dump truck loads of aluminum out of there. There's probably another load to go. And there's a whole load that we can do for copper. So those are separate. Everything else just going to the dumpster. We got 40 yards rolled off here, so I'm super excited. Let's get to it. See how long it takes to fill it up. It's been about 1 hour. A few appliances later, a couple of refrigerators. And this thing is very full. So after day one, we still have this to cut up. These old doors from the existing barn that blew over 40 years ago. That's for a truck. Another door. I laid all the old fence, the old barbed wire here. Just gonna lift it all up with the backhoe or the skid loader, dump it in there. These doors are massive. All right, so far this is what our pile's looking like. Most of our aluminum's right here, copper's in the back. Some old wire I have laid out as well. Check this out. This is the original panel from our house, finished in 53. Pretty cool. I'm gonna save that. This just looks like an old aluminum pile, and then they put fence on top of it. I don't know. We'll take care of it. Just some miscellaneous things, some old fencing and some plastics and wood to burn. All in all, day one, I mean, we have a lot finished on day one, a ton finished. I think Scarlett wants a word in on the scrap. You excited for the scrap to be gone? You heard it here first, people. So Ryder and I tried pulling the manure spreader. Didn't budge. It is just sunk into that. So I'm sad that we have to actually probably dig it out with the backhoe. Maybe lift it up one, you know, the front and the back, move it, slide it over. Our tractor's just not going to be able to do it. And you know, as you can see, although it's nice, it hasn't rained or snowed in almost 5 days. It's still mucky, sadly. So that's a no-go. But the backhoe ended up dying on us yesterday. Everyone. We think we need to, there's something wrong with the fuel pump. It's not getting any fuel to the injectors. I cracked the injectors. So that's something we're fluidly working on. And then this wagon, it looks like these two wheels are okay. They're not too sunken in. There's just a log here. But this one over here is pretty deep in there. So I tried hooking this up just to pull it out. And it wasn't budging. It was actually bending all of this, and I didn't want to break it. I mean, it looked like it was going to snap. So I think I need to bottle jack that up, put something underneath it, and you know, there's a chance it will roll. The H fits in there pretty good. I'm going to try to pull this 656 in right here, just to have them under cover. We probably won't be working on any of the stone for at least a week at the very earliest, probably 2 weeks. So I want to be able to pull this out and put stone here, finish the back off, dig a lot of this out, and then pull our tractors in here. Our smaller tractors on this side. Since it's smaller here, it's taller there. That makes sense to put this 656 and H over here and anything else on this side. Let's go get the 656. Tractor here to go, my favorite one. Let's see if the old tried and true low boy will still got it. Come on. All right, just as we thought, huh? Nice job. Look at this. Love it. All right, let's get this thing parked. All right. Nice. Perfect. Well, it's somehow 65 degrees in February. Ryder and I really aren't sure how that's possible, but we are cleaning out some scrap right now. The backhoe is, it's down for the count right now, so I'm doing some hand scrap in here, just filling up some buckets from in our garage. So most of the buckets here are gone already. I mean, the scrap just fell out of the bottom. They're all covered in metal, rat nests, things like that. And the metal bottoms are all chewed out of these bins like that. So everything pretty much just fell apart, and I had to just carry them by bucket over. So let's keep going. I want this all cleared out. It's just a quick example. Look at how high the groundhogs have dug this up. It's got to be, I don't know, close to 2 feet or 2.5 feet of just dirt in here. So I have to dig all this out. But I wanted to show this. There's all this junk in here. Look, the bottom's gone. Oh, man. Well, that dog's not going to hunt. Look at that. I was told this was a good bucket. Dang. Anyone remember these? I hate to put anything on this hood. I just waxed this hood. It's looking really good. Some other cool things I found. I've only looked through 2 shelves, so really cool. Some old IH parts. Ton of New Holland parts. I feel like they use the New Holland baler. Look at all these. These are all just like point sets. Pretty cool. This is a Warner Bros. Not the movies. This is a Delco. It's brand new in there. A couple old sets. I hate to throw away, but I don't know. I start to feel like my grandparents now. Don't want to throw it away. Add to my spark plug collection. We got some new spark plugs, never even out of the box. Just miscellaneous bolts and nuts, a whole. And this really cool. I saw this. This is an IH part. I'm not really sure what that nut goes to, but I couldn't find a date on it. But it's from 520 Evans City Road, Butler, PA. Pretty cool. So it's somehow almost 70 degrees, February 9th. Not really sure how to explain that, but it's a great day to work on the backhoe here. So ended up, I forgot I left my jacket out here. Damn. Oh, some birds are coming out of it. Jeez. No one would ever believe me if I told them. Well, ran out of fuel, needs reprimed. I think that's what happened. I slapped 10 gallons in here and haven't been able to get anything else out of it. So I did crack the injectors. I didn't see anything. I'm going to try to crack, go into this fuel pump. I did take off both of these fuel filters. They're new. Fuel is pouring out of them. So hopefully I can get this thing fired up. Good, I'm glad. Yeah, for sure. Always the case. Tired from scrapping? Huh? Are you tired from scrapping? Yep. Okay, so scrap day number 3. I've actually decided to sell this spreader. This gyro. I think it's a gyro spreader. It's intact. I'm going to sell that. Might take this in separately. I'm going to put this into the dumpster. These are some good tin pieces that I've cut to go along this. Replace all this at some point this year. Sadly, the Mini is sold, so that will be gone. I'm going to pull that out. I'll show us, and I'll have it in the driveway ready. The Amish buggy also is sold. I need to call the guy to make sure that he can come get it. So this has been sold. Just nothing I can really do with it, sadly. It takes up so much space. I'm not much of a yard decor kind of a person. Although it may not be the case because everything you see. But it's really cool. Just not something I can really use. When I get the parade high narrow wagon, I'll put this in its place in the lean-to. My wife and I ended up getting pictures yesterday, so we weren't here for everything. I was here towards the end. We still are accumulating a lot more of our copper. We already took a bunch of copper from the house itself. When we remodeled the house, we changed all the pipes, so this is what's left over from that. So there's a ton of copper here. We still have this pile to work with and this pile to work with. I'll make it my mission to cut up a lot of these, just longer pieces to fit them in here. They're bent. I'm a little worried with the roll off. We need to smash this down some more. There's a ton of old wire, barbed wire. This is mainly just dirt, debris, and branches that need moved and sifted to my burn pile over here. These tires are just going to bury them. Apparently my family like to use tires to hold down, I think, field tarps, either for, I'm assuming for hay bales. Could be wrong. You can tell me what else would you use tires for? This is all the rest of our aluminum. I'm going to combine piles, I think this pile to that pile, and then start stripping the bolts out of these, just probably grinding them off, whatever quickest, to make sure this is decently clean. The scrap yard, when they come take the dumpster, they're also going to take this trailer. I have it picked up with the backhoe. They can just flatbed that out of here. And our burn pile looks a little bit better. It burned all night. We cleaned a lot of this off. The manure spreader finally is moved. We had to pick the front up with the backhoe I showed. It's sitting up there. He will come get that. I'm really excited. I'm gonna move this. This is a 300-gallon tank. I want to move this to where our corn crib was, and I haven't shown this, but our corn crib was here. I mow around this in the summer. There's a nice little pad for this. It's a cement pad, so I'm going to place that here. Oh, look, we have some geese. There go our friends. So I'm excited to place this here. I think that'd be really nice to come through and park it and be able to fill up whenever I clean that tank out. Once we have that all situated, then we'll work to start cutting this up. I might use a plasma cutter. I might use a grinder, might use a sawzall. Not sure. You tell me. Maybe that will be done before I put the video out. Who knows? And then we can focus on cutting this up and getting rid of that. I don't want to get too carried away with cleaning up sticks and branches until most of the metal's done. I want to utilize as much time as I can while we have the dumpster. I took all the scrap out of here, all the scrap we could use, but I want to place these back by the lean-to because I want to cut these out into nice strips of what I can save and salvage, and place these on the lean-to just to save myself some money, and then probably end up painting this. That's what I want to do. So I need to make this a nice pile, but get this out of here, place it over there. The barrel I did fill with some scrap. I'll place that barrel in there too, and just keep cleaning it all up, put the sticks into one pile, burn them. So that's what it looks like so far. This has been probably 10 to 12 hours total time working out here with the dumpster and the backhoe, skid loader. So that's what it looks like so far. We're so excited. Let's get all of this out of here. There's some metal, some wood. There's some metal back there too. Let's get this out of here. I was able to cut a lot of these up with sawzalls. Just a couple blades. I'm going to save a part of this for a fifth wheel, just for the flat plate in case I need it for something on the farm.
It is done.
We just moved all the branches out of this middle. This is from when we had an excavator here, moving all the old farm equipment. And we wanted to get some of this dirt and then any other metal that was in here. We wanted to sift it all out, which we just did. We're gonna be taking the copper tomorrow. I got a couple pieces over here to cut and then throw in the dumpster tonight. And I'm saving the sickle bar. We have a few sickle bars at the farm here. It's just too cool a piece to throw away or scrap. I could never scrap that. Whether I use it or somebody else uses it. I figured out that these doors are tin from using my magnet. Since they were buried, I never really checked. So we'll end up trying to cut these up somehow too. Here, I'm getting after it. I'm just saving some stuff, moving it towards the top that I want to keep. I'm scrapping as much metal as I can that I don't think is worth it. Any old rusted bolts or nuts, stuff that I don't think will hold a torque spec, or that infested, and just mice droppings and all kinds of stuff. Just getting rid of it, just starting fresh, starting anew. So I'm gonna keep coming after this, and I'll let you guys know what I find in here, anything cool, and what it looks like at the end. So the fastest way I found was just to use the gator, loaded the back, and just keep making trips. I've tried to dig some of this out. Check this out, big groundhog hole right to the outside where that yellow trailer was. So they had a nice, easy tunnel to get in here. Man, those groundhogs lived a great life. Let me tell you what, they had it set up here. But I'm gonna take the sweeper, vacuum all these out, and then I'll show you the cool stuff I found. I mean, just look at how high they dug this. I mean, insane. And then what I want to do is I'll move some of these to the barn and the rafters. I want to pull this stuff ahead and I want to dig this down. I'll probably get some more scrap outside. I mean, just, I can't imagine each day I'm out here, it's another 1,000 pounds of scrap. It's unbelievable how much stuff you can acquire. All right, so this is what it looks like right now. And we just keep filling her up. Look how full that is, wow. Look at the engineering on this. This is so cool. I think it's a 2-row corn planter. You tell me in the comments. My grandfather really was going to keep this. So I'm going to keep it. Eventually I'll place it in our barn once we get the doors open. And yes, our barn from 1906, the doors have been, they fell off and they're just sitting against it for the last, I don't know, 15 years. So I'll place this in there as like a mini museum, a couple other pieces that I saved, but I think this thing's just so cool. But I wanted to pull it out of here. I don't really understand how this operates, but I know my uncle tells me a lot. He spent a lot of seat time on this. If anybody has one of these, let me know. And I think it's really neat. Let me know how it operates too. Very cool. There's like a handle right here I see. Springs, chains, very neat. And this is the pile that it was sitting in. The good old groundhog. Ha. So I'm gonna try to get rid of this junk, clean this up. You know, it's amazing the hump that's here in the floor. What would this contraption be? All right, I've gotten pretty smart on this. My camera died earlier, but as I'm digging through this, I'm finding treasure. I feel like I'm finding all kinds of stuff. Took a whole bunch of scrap metal that was just piled in here, and now I was digging out this beam. There's a beam here, something up there. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Who knows what I'll find digging through the rest. But we have chipped away a lot, most of this pile. I'm so excited. Seems like I'm always doing something at night, but went inside, showered. My brother said that he could drop off some more stone outside. We've been trying to get that lean-to cleaned up and the pathway to the lean-to because it's just so mucky and it's horrible out there. So I figured I could take a crack at this and finish it up. Now all that's gone. Yeah, I still need to dust off some back there. And of course, this will all be redone in the future. But I can now park this here and it's not under 2.5 feet of dirt. So I'm excited to put this back. I will just like a single plow back there. I'll show you guys too. I'll put those side by side. And this wheel, I'll put that there. That's like our third we have on the property that I found. I don't know. I remember my great-grandfather sitting out there sharpening knives. So we have a bunch of those. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. There's just so many. They take up so much space, but they're cool. So let me put these back.
Okay. You ready?
First start. These are all pretty neat, but OSHA They had OSHA back in. Nice. All right, let's go OSHA. What's this say? Gas? Gas line antifreeze. Nice. That's probably still good. That's probably real good. 100 foot. Muff kit. That's nice. Nice steel tape. I thought these shop notes are pretty cool. Popular Mechanics. 1952. Short course for lathe. Drill press. Pretty cool. What is this? Oh, Popular Mechanics. My great grandparents must have been subscribers. Pretty cool. I'll have to save these. Copyright Popular Mechanics. So what year? I'm sure it's all 50s. This screams 50s. I like that design. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I'm sure it's in the 50s. Someone's crawling on me. Oh, only $1. Wow. That'd be great. 53. Portable electric tools. 52. Well, I did a lot of things in 52. Let me tell you what. Ooh, linoleum. Nice. Nothing like some nice, good old linoleum. Oh, it'll last you a million years. How to paint inside and out. Use a lot of lead. Step 1, 54. Pretty cool. Thought those were pretty neat. I'll save them. All right, some cool things that I found. First thing, oh, and look at this. Leroy Jack, 90 years young. Well, congrats to Leroy Jack. Hopefully he had a great, great life. I think he was a brother of a Jack's Ford owner, a car dealership. So Leroy Jack, great guy. Add to my spark plug collection. There we go, some balls here. Let's see what size those are. What do you use these pins for? Jeez. Oh, some Marvel Mystery. I'm saving this. That's pretty cool. Put that on the wall somewhere. Add to gas and oil. Hasn't changed. Oh, I just had that adhesive I put over here too. So we'll go for oil. But the 5th one I found. Wish I had those years ago. More lights. Might be able to use those. Maybe not. Oh, we got some more gun. Some more. Oh, look. Some ammunition. Nice. We'll be protected now from all the groundhogs. There we go. Looks like the mouse might have took a couple bullets for fun here. Looking good. Looks brand new. Woo! Check out all the room for activities in here. Another beautiful day on the farm. It's our lunch break and Ryder and I are just walking around. I see Scarlett over here too. We're just enjoying the nice weather. 71 in February for the third time. Strange, but we'll take it. So, just looks amazing out here. Hey, what are you doing? Doors are in. That's cool. It's a little slippery. I'm gonna try not to fall, but I've been cleaning up our area. I removed all the tires from here. There was a bunch of tires laying around. Cinder blocks, pieces of cement, old wire. You know, this really was a forest come 4 or 5 months ago. So it looks like a forest floor with vines, sticks, twigs, all kinds of stuff just embedded in the ground. So I've been making a pile here. Probably just pick it up with the backhoe. Skid loader, the gator. My cement blocks over here. But I just want to be able to, you know, walk. We'll come through and sift all this with the backhoe once it's scrapped. And this is over here just a mess. There are holes from groundhogs, all kinds of, I don't even know what was going on over. This was where the camper was parked and a tree had fallen on it. So it was just a nightmare. We'll take the backhoe, which I have here. We're waiting on a part. One of the seals broke on the hoe part, so it's been leaking hydraulic fluid. Once we get that fixed, we'll be back in action. We can lift this up. And the doors are both gone. So the doors, cut them up with the Sawzall. And they are out of here, which is awesome. So, one step closer. This is a nice Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, he goes full day,
With Uncle Tom. Mm-hmm.
Is that what he was saying? He looked like that?
I think so.
That's what I thought too.
Now there goes another piece of history of the farm. Whew. Online, so I'm just going to take the backhoe while I have it out and ready and fill it with fluid. Take it up to where we have some of our other equipment up here for sale too. So I'm in works to have that taken by somebody that's going to take good care of it. I'm just going to put this up here with that just to get it out of the way.
in the shed, but it's pretty large, so I think I'm gonna put it up here with this equipment too, until I figure out what I want to do with it. This is our, I think, 4th or 5th we have, so I'm not really sure still. Take it nice and easy. Today was supposed to be a wash, but no rain. Great. All right, go weatherman. I'm gonna move this cub. Needs a clutch. It's been sitting since my great grandfather passed away 2011 or before. I'm gonna put this in the lean-to where the Amish buggy was, and I'm hoping to put the sickle bar A in front of that, and they'll both be parked for right now behind the 656. So I'm gonna rearrange these, get these out of the open. I eventually want to put this into the garage where I usually park the Gator at. All right, let's keep it going. I still can't get over how nice the weather is in February. Well, now March 2nd. Easy for him, wow. Easy does it. He was worried about getting stuck. No problem. Big old ruts though. Wow. And there goes another load. Wow. That'd be a fun job. Tough job, but fun. I'm so curious how much scrap is in there. Whew. Now the dumpster's gone, I'm going to continue working on the master plan of getting all the tractors under cover. I just hooked this up. I forget what person showed me this trick, but this bar just came a little bit too high to hit the drawbar on the cup, so I just strapped a tire, and it's working pretty good for me. So we're almost in. I'm going to get this in the back just because this will be a much later project with this cup needing split. So it'll be a much later. Keeps wanting to turn with all this big number 3 stone. Just turn it sideways. All right. Hopefully that works. It will always self-straighten it out. Yeah. one more time. I want to get as close to this side as I can. A couple things I haven't taken out of here yet, but that's okay. Nice. Beautiful. Okay, tractor number 2. Gonna go in here. This will be running soon. Hopefully I have a little start coming up on this tractor. Just waiting on a part for this A. I was made an offer I can't refuse, so I think this is a grain elevator. Maybe I'm wrong, you tell me. I have the backhoe. I'm gonna try to remove this. If I can put it on our gravel pad the whole way back here, they'll come pick it up tomorrow for us, which would be great. That would get the last big piece minus our 40-foot-old trailer. The only problem is I'm yanking on it, nothing's happening, and there's a giant tree right there. Oh man, so I'm gonna try to go out and give this a cut, see if this thing will move. So I ended up having to take this chain off, and the elevator part fell off. It's just really rusted out. So I had to go around the side of this, pick it up, and put it back on this frame. Now, both tires are a little stuck, so I just beat them. I just had a couple of things laying around, and they actually freed up. Now, I think it's twisted sideways. The frame's pretty bent, and I promise it wasn't me, but this thing's in really bad shape. So the back end's dragging. I'm trying to balance it, but it's pretty tough to do. So, and it's in the dark, and we don't have lights in the backhoe yet. But I just want to show this to you guys. I'm gonna keep dragging it straight back. Let's see if we can make it. You can't see the 66, but it's parked right there. Keep myself straight. Alright, when I see gravel, let me stop. I want to position this so I can get around it. Alright, this should be a good spot. Yeah, that looks good. Right on the money. I can't believe this actually worked. So this thing is not, it's not attached. It's just sitting on it. And I just strapped around the I think it's not a belt pulley or engine. I think it's a belt pulley. All right, cool. It's the next morning. Check this thing out. Now, I'm almost 30. It's always was sitting in the exact position that we found it in earlier last night. So I've never seen it laid out this way. Never seen it moved. Looks like it was a real workhorse. All right, here's our landscape currently. We have just a little bit, one more load of aluminum in the far back, and we have 2 piles to bury. Plus we have tires that are going to the local tire shop. I'm hoping just to get the okay, maybe for this weekend. And we have the 656 back in. The lean-to, the H is in here. I still have to pull this parade wagon out. That's gonna be my next big project after this video, so that'll be part of the next video. We have the Cub sitting back there too, right in the position that I want. I have the A parked in the garage because that's the only place it fit. It's really nice to have that space. I'm hoping I have a video coming out for this thing pretty soon, so it shouldn't be in here long. Once it's able to drive and operate, and I have the other parade wagon out, this thing will be in the lean-to also. pretty straight. All right. And there's our last aluminum pile. Just got back from the scrapyard. These are sitting out front. When the old building blew down, they must have just laid these out. So I wanted to move it back here so that one, from my house window, I don't see them, and two, I wanted to put them, rip all this, whatever this, I don't even think it's T11, I don't know what this exterior is, rip all that out and cut these sheets and put them up here for the lean-to. I already did cut some. My grandfather cut some as well earlier in this year, just to test fit them. But I think it's gonna work. So I want to just keep them here, 2 separate piles, until we get to it later on this year or next year, whatever that may be. And I'd like to just clean up a couple of these piles, and I'm gonna end the video on that. Just a little bit more to pick up here. I'm getting our bricks over there. Found an old battery. this is our final look at the place. This is what the pad looks like currently. Tires will be gone soon. Last scrap was gone. Go, and I have this here too.
All right, thanks for sticking around with all of us. I'm gonna give it a wrap right here. That'll be it for this video. There'll be another video coming out with the more dirt work, and I'm getting some stone back on that pad. It's gonna be awesome. And then before that, I'll have a video on this A coming up, and then another video, another wheel will start coming up eventually whenever I get that tractor dropped off here. So super excited, big time win for us in February. It was great weather. So thanks for sticking around. Give it a like, give us a comment. Thanks, and subscribe. See you guys next time.